Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard flight PS362 to jet lag prevention. Please pay attention as we explain to you the cautionary procedures for flying across time zones. To fasten your seatbelt, place the metal tip into the buckle and tighten the strap. Please listen to the following presentation by your flight attendants on the dangers and prevention techniques of jet lag. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and we hope you have an enjoyable flight.
Hi, my name is Gitanjali. I'm an international student from India and I study at the University of Warwick. Every time I travel back and forth though, I get this terrible jet lag and I feel awful and I can't concentrate, and I find this really affects my studying.
Geet is not the only one with this problem. 430,000 foreign students study in the UK every year from over 180 countries, and there's 3.43 million international students in the whole world.
Jet lag is a massive problem, not only for students, but also for business people and holidaymakers. So what exactly is jet lag? It's a temporary circadian rhythm sleep disorder that occurs when there is a brief mismatch between the timing of the sleep-wake cycle and the new time zone. This means that after travelling, our internal drive for sleep and wakefulness are out of sync with the new environment. We can be said to have an unadjusted body clock. Our body clock controls multiple systems in our body, including the sleep-wake cycle, alertness, temperature, hormone levels, and so on.
Our body clock is run according to a circadian or daily rhythm. It is continuously being influenced by Zeitgebers. This is a technical word to explain factors, for example light, that can advance, delay or maintain our clock. Flying east causes delayed sleep onset, meaning falling asleep is difficult. Travelling west can cause early morning waking.
So, how do you know if you have jet lag after flying? Well, you could experience decreased alertness, disturbed sleep, poor daytime functioning, bad moods, and general fatigue. But don't worry, jet lag is normal and disappears quickly. Although it may not be completely avoidable, it is reducible. Reducing jet lag involves adjusting the body clock to the new time zone. Problems arise when we try to sleep when our circadian rhythm is active and therefore not prepared for sleep.
There are many prevention techniques available. We shall describe them with Geet. Geet is flying eastwards from the UK to China. Geet exposes herself to natural light 2 hours before sleep for 2 nights before her flight to sync her body clock to China's time. Research suggests using a light box or a normal light bulb is also suitable. Light is the strongest stimulus for adjusting the body clock, and we can speed adjustment to a new time zone by controlling it. If Geet was travelling west, she would need to expose herself to light early in the morning to advance her body clock. Our body clock is most sensitive to adjustment during the late night and early morning, when our body temperature is at minimum and maximum. Going to bed later allows her to expose herself to light at the nearest possible point to her temperature minimum, and therefore have the greatest effect. For the next night, Geet continues to phase delay her biological clock by going to bed 2.5 hours later than her usual bedtime. Wearing dark sunglasses outside and an eye mask whilst sleeping reduces the risk of phase advancing your biological clock. Geet continues the appropriate light exposure until she is able to fall asleep easily at the appropriate time. The phase delay is complete at roughly the number of days equal to about 2/3 of the number of time zones that have been crossed. This table shows the times that light should be avoided or sought according to direction and amount of travel. Plenty of evidence supports the use of light for adjusting the body clock. In Honma and colleagues' experiment, 5 subjects twice underwent an 8-hour advance in their sleep-wake schedule, during which they were exposed to either bright or dim light for 3 hours on 3 successive days. Faster re-entrainment of body temperature and hormone rhythms during the bright light condition was demonstrated. Disruptive sleep from jet lag could make Geet tired. However, stimulating environments and afternoon naps can help, or the occasional coffee, although this masks rather than solves the problem. In order to phase advance her circadian clock back to GMT time, Geet uses bright light in the morning and advances her sleep schedule by 1 hour per day. Geet gradually changes her meal times to keep them aligned with her current circadian rhythm. To summarise, here are some top tips for international students, business flyers and holiday makers. Number 1. Use light exposure appropriately. 2. Start adjusting your sleep schedule before you fly. 3. Eat and be active at times that coincide with your daily rhythm. 4. Adjust your rhythm gradually. 5. Students and business flyers, try to arrive to your destination early in order to readjust properly before work commences.
We hope you have enjoyed your trip with us today, and we wish you a safe and happy onward journey.